Hi and welcome again to another video from Timeout. We're reviewing today a Sinn EZM1. This is the watch started all the whole EZM range. It's debuted back in 1997, ran for several years. It's a very popular model for Sinn, and I think it was discontinued about 2004-2005. The only reason for this is they couldn't get hold of the movements anymore by Lemanier, which was a bit of a special movement actually. The whole reason is this looks like a traditional freehand watch, but this is actually a chrono. It's a 60-minute chrono. If I press the crown here, you'll see the second hand start sweeping, and it's left with the arrow hand at the top. So that's your minute. That's your second. That's your minute indicator, which is a really nice way of doing it, because it actually means you can read it while on the move. After all, these were made as military timepieces and were actually used by the military. Not like so many of them out there which say they are military timepieces and actually never see any of that kind of use. This was also the first watch by Sinn which had the crown and pushers on the left hand side. I know not many people. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. I think it's much better being on this side. All watches should be. It means when it's actually on the wrist, the crown and pushers don't press up against your arm there. Especially if you've got something like a Panerai, you can really feel it. It's also the first watch by Sinn to have the date window here with a black background and the number in red, so again it sort of like blends into the dial a lot more, and the focus really is on the time rather than the date and subdials and so forth. This one is an AR, which means it's a later model. In fact, this one is actually as the story goes, in 2004-2005 when the Lemanier went bust, suddenly people like Amiga, Hoya, Sinn couldn't get hold of the movement. After several years, when the bailiffs or everyone was paid out from Lemanier, there was 250 units still available, and basically Sinn snapped them up and created this. This is their limited edition model, as indicated on the side here, of only 250 movements. You can also see here on the side this object here. That's actually a copper sulfite crystal, which is all part of the AR system there. It means it uses different seals, and it's actually got argon gas inside rather than traditional oxygen. That sounds silly when you put it like that, but basically what it means is there's less moisture in the case, and so this does absorb any moisture which there might be, and will change colour to indicate to you when a service might be due or how much moisture it's actually absorbed. This is actually a titanium watch, so it's incredibly light. The head of the watch really weighs only something like I think it's 60 grams, and the bracelet is also titanium. The end links, one thing I didn't like when I brought this watch was, and I've had it now for many years, it's actually only just come back from Sinn a couple of weeks ago from having a major service. It had folded end links, which I just don't like because they always tend to rattle. So I actually got a set of end links from a Sinn and filed them and basically got them to fit this. So I've actually got solid end links on this, which is a nice touch. We've also got here the bezel is a bi-directional bezel, so it can be used as a countdown timer, which actually for most people I find this is more useful, unless you're a professional diver, obviously that is. Trying to think, we got the standard Sinn style bracelet here, the H pattern, and a very simple fold over clasp. It does have a dive link extension on there, or you can fit a rubber bracelet. This is a rubber bracelet. I've actually got a one signed with the EZM1 logo on there, but I haven't got that with me at the moment. But yeah, it's a sapphire crystal. It's got anti-reflective coatings. You can see that slight blue tint there. The only downside of that is it's on the outside. which means it can mark very easily. You don't actually mark the sapphire, but you do mark the anti-reflective coating, which can be a bit of a pain. The Lemanier movement is quite a robust movement, and it's said it can withstand something like 7G. Not that I don't think I've ever experienced 7G with it, but there you go, it can do it. I've had it now, I say, for many years, this watch, and it's been a couple of times I've been tempted maybe to sell it, but I'm glad I didn't, because these keep going up and up in value. Let me put it back on the wrist again so you can see what it looks like. Here you go. 40mm, so a nice size, possibly small in some standards, but really 40mm I think is a really nice size for this kind of watch. Being that it's got a large centre mounted chrono and it doesn't have any subdials, it's perfect, I think. It really is nice. So no, that's it really. I hope you enjoyed the review of this, and I'll try and bring you more in the near future. Okay, all the best. Bye.